Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Alpinestars Faster V2 boot, available at RevZilla.com. I call it a boot, but it is a riding shoe, and the previous version of the Faster, which I have right in front of me, was a riding shoe as well. If we look at these, they are high on style and they are light on protection, but that's how they're designed because Alpinestars designs these based on F1 driving shoe DNA. The Ducatisti love these, the sport bike crowd loves these, but if you really want to go for a CE rating and you want to beef up the protection on your feet, step up to something like the SMX1R, which again is going to give you much more of a technical protection standpoint outside of just the styling. But new for the spring of 17, I can't really complain. And again, we saw this new V2 version from Italy and we said, you know what? I don't know if they're going to bring these in, but we said, Alpinestars, we want them. So we're going to be one of the few places that you're going to see these bad boys around, but we do really dig them for what they are, even though they're around the $150 mark. Again, a lot of style. Now, key changes, if we look at last year's version versus this year's version, I actually like the overhaul. You can see they changed the toe cap, they got rid of the debossing, they've changed the style of the side of the boot, and they've ultimately redone the heel. Notice, laser ablated down here versus a more aggressive technical style sole. The only real technical feature they changed, though, is going to be the big heel counter in the back. On the old version, they didn't have it. On the new version, they actually gave you a little bit more protection by putting that heel counter in. So that being said, we saw it, we liked it, we're bringing it in. We are big fans. Goodbye, original Faster, you've served us well. New Faster, multitude of colors, again, carrying that race DNA from Alpinestars. They've done a good job. Now, let's think about the size. It's going to fit and feel and size like a sneaker. It's not going to be thrown off by the Alpinestars size chart. Expect it to be very similar. Don't expect it to be overly wide, and expect it to be very comfortable. When we talk about the stiff scale, I actually think the sidewall, Buzzsaw and I argued on this a little bit. I actually think the sidewall here in this synthetic microfiber boot got a little bit stiffer with a different material and different layout versus the previous version. It's just a hair stiffer, whereas the previous version would have been a 5 on the stiff scale. This is maybe a 6 or even a 5.5. Still extremely lightweight. If you rock this under a pair of jeans, you can wear it and walk around in it every day. It's meant to be comfortable, create great tactile response on the motorcycle, but that's because there's not enough to it because, again, it's a lightweight riding shoe, not a motorcycle boot. Use the size chart. Remember, we'll ship for over $39, and I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Faster V2. Now, if we dive back into some of the other things here, keep in mind, non-removable lateral side protector here on the side of the boot. That's a TPR. I talked about the recessed stitching here, working this new toe cap in that gives you more encapsulation. I actually really like the way they've done it. And there is no shifter panel, but again, it's synthetic weave, which is going to be more of a carbon fiber styling on the inside of the boot. And again, that's going to hold up. It's not going to show a ton of dirt. Again, it has that sheen to it. Rounded laces, they are exposed. Again, they're not going to be covered. And if we work our way up, you're going to see here this line along the side. This panel has been changed, the layout of it, but this TPR that's baked in here, I think that's part of some of the additional reinforcement and stiffness, but again, it adds a little bit of a pop of color, which is nice. Move around to the back, you do have your heel cockpit there. I say that very lovingly, but lightly, because again, riding shoe, not a boot. It is lighter weight. You do have that counter, which we talked about, which is a nice feature coming out from the sole. And remember, they did give you protectors in the ankle. So you have a TPR on the outside here, and you have a TPU, which is baked in on the inside there on the medial side. So you do have some protection around the ankles. It is nice and high. Opening it up at the top here, notice the 3D mesh, summer weight, lightweight season riding here. It's going to wick sweat away. Notice those rounded laces. You can tuck them in, and you can cinch this bad boy down. But ultimately, I look at this and I say it's a lightweight riding pant, it's a chino, or it's a riding jean from Alpinestars really competing it. I think about Joey Sport Bike, whom I love. I think about the Sport Commuter. I think about the Sport Tourer. Again, lightweight in and around town, rocket on a Ducati Monster. It's a very versatile and flexible boot, but again, lots and lots of sizzle. Little bit of steak, but that's okay because Alpinestars makes a full range of additional boots. Now, the next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews of the new Faster V2 for the spring of 2017. I can't do that symbol with my left hand there. I just got it right. Keep in mind, we'll ship for over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in moto gear, and keep up to date for the secret time things that we bring in every once in a while that not many other folks have. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.